First of all, we're putting esports on the radar. We're putting it on the radar also of the key policymakers on the island, which I think is very, very important. On another level, we're also been given the remit by the government to plan a strategy, a national strategy for esports in Malta. So we're currently in discussions with all the key stakeholders, and this was also our first attempt in creating a dialogue and a conversation with all the key people, together with international speaker, and having the Malta Esports Forum coming to life. And from what we understood today and from the insights we got, Malta has all the right qualification, all the right infrastructure to succeed also in esports.
Well, last year we acquired a 70% stake in an existing local company which has been very involved on esports, Quickfire, and through that we've been expanding our activities ongoing. So we've set up an esports cafe at the Eden Super Bowl where we have regular tournaments in a number of different games. We have a lot of locals who come down every day to actually attend just leisurely or for actual organized tournaments. We also have local LAN events which we hold here in our Eden Arena, which is a 3,000 square meter space where we bring in about 200 plus locals and have prize money of about 10,000 euros for local tournaments, which is also, we've done 2 of them and we've got another one coming up next month. And we're always trying to find different ways in which we can engage with the local community. There's a big scope for international community as well. We're doing a lot of international tournaments which are proving to be very successful.
We believe that esports, especially in Malta, given that we are already home of gaming excellence here in Malta, can play a very important part in our strategy. In fact, in the coming weeks, we will also, as a government, launch initial discussions on esports gaming strategy for Malta, for the esports industry to be part and an integral part of our economic activity here in Malta. We want to attract talent, we want to attract gamers here. In fact, we are already discussing on the possibility of having here in Malta the first international esports event later on this year, and we are very committed to do that.
One of the main benefits of Malta is the location. The location of Malta is great, it's easy to travel to, the weather is always fine at any time of the year. So players would like to get here to play on the tournaments being held in Malta, been hosted in Malta. So I think it's the main benefit of it.
Yeah, I think there are 3 great factors in Malta's favour here. Firstly, it's a cool destination, so getting guys here is not going to be as big an issue as it is, say, getting them to lesser salubrious places. Secondly, you've got a great IT infrastructure. Dealing with the technological or tech problems of esports, you're pretty much well covered. And the third thing is you've got an enthusiastic backing from government, from local authority, from Quickfire, from the organizations that exist here already, creating a kind of a grassroots movement, but with an ambition towards future stuff. So everything, that's a lot of good things in your favor, as opposed to other cities that perhaps don't have, or countries that don't have the same backing or the same infrastructure or the same attraction as a tourist destination.
I think Malta has great potential. I think esports knows no borders, so it will go where the offers and the conditions are best. So if Malta can put together a competitive environment, I think Malta has a great chance of becoming a center for esports.
Yeah, basically the international event has one aim, basically. It's just to bring the esports industry and let them know that Malta could be their home for all the esports organizers and all the esports teams, and let them, of course, that it is the ideal location for them to attend here, but most of all, to bring as well the competitive scene of the esports. We were struggling in getting teams from local teams. Yeah, basically that would help us a lot in that sense. And regarding having backing through the sponsors, well, it's looking pretty well. I must say that from the government side, they're being quite helpful. They are understanding what we need. They are also understanding that this is a synergy between the other industries such as the iGaming industry and also now with the blockchain industry.
First of all, you have to build something from the community up. So ask the community what they want, what they need, and also make them have a place to meet each other. So, I mean, you're talking about multiple teams and maybe talents walking around that don't yet know what esports is, but they might be the future stars. So what you want to have is ask them, what do you want, what do you need, and try to maybe even set up a campus or a location where people can, and players and teams can meet each other, can play games against each other, can educate each other, and therefore have a very stable community that you build. And because you build it from the groundwards up, hopefully those new players will find themselves teams and sponsors, and therefore hopefully the local esports economics grow.